Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.
On my right is Damon Grimes' mom, Monique, and on my left is John Hughes, Damon's dad. They're with me. They're not going to be answering any questions today. Come over here a little bit. But I wanted to inform both you and Michigan State Police and the Michigan or Detroit Police who were out on the scene today interviewing witnesses with my associates who were out on the scene. Detroit police detectives who were out canvassing the neighborhood and taking witnesses into the Detroit Police Department to interview eyewitnesses to the event. We've filed a 2-count complaint in federal court today. The case has been assigned to Judge Gershwin Drain in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan, Southern Division. We allege 2 causes of action. We allege a violation of the Federal Civil Rights Act, Section 1983. We also allege gross negligence under Michigan law. We believe we know the name of the officer involved in the case. However, we have not confirmed his identity, and therefore we are not releasing that name at this time. And so the complaint, as you'll notice, is filed under the name of John Doe. Monique is the personal representative, having been appointed this morning by the Wayne County Probate Court, and we're filing it against a unknown or unnamed Michigan State Police officer by the name of, we're using the name Doe. Ultimately, we will be amending the complaint to add the gentleman's real name. My understanding is he may have a series of incidents that have followed him around, so that the situation is not an isolated incident. Our understanding is that in essence, this Michigan State police officer conducted what I could only describe as a drive-by shooting of a child on an ATV. Under no circumstances should any police officer ever, at any time, any place, anywhere, shoot like a cowboy out of his vehicle, which is my understanding of what he did, out the window and shoot a young man who's driving a vehicle, an ATV in this case, which either killed Damon immediately by virtue of the taser. I've had those cases that cause cardiac arrest, or cause seizures so that Damon could not possibly control the vehicle, and Damon ran into the back of another vehicle. Now, we have not received the results of the autopsy. We are today conducting a second autopsy with Dr. Werner Spitz, former Wayne County and Macomb County medical examiner. So we cannot tell you at this time the cause of death, whether it be electrocution, electrical shock, blunt force trauma, or a combination of both caused by the electrical shock. But the idea of shooting someone on a vehicle through the window with a electrical taser is so nonsensical and so absolutely mind-boggling stupid as to leave me in amazement that this has occurred. I know Chief Craig, I respect him, and I believe he is conducting a thorough investigation as to whether criminal charges should be brought, but I cannot conceive under any set of circumstances a justification for a police officer doing a drive-by shooting of a child on an ATV, shooting him with a taser. That is ridiculous. And as a result, I've filed this lawsuit today, and we're going to get justice. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have.
Drive-by shooting, cop deploys taser from car window at boy on ATV killing him. By Jack Burns, August 31, 2017. Warren M.I. Under no circumstances is it ever okay to fire a weapon, lethal or not, at an unarmed child who is controlling an ATV, especially if you are a police officer and you are also in a vehicle. However, that is exactly what happened in Warren, Michigan last weekend, and now an aspiring high school freshman is dead because of it. Michigan State Police Officer Mark Bessiner allegedly fired his taser from his police cruiser, striking 15-year-old Damon Grimes. Grimes then, according to his family's lawyer, either died immediately from the 50,000 volts surging through his body, or died from the subsequent seizure, which left him unable to safely control his all-terrain vehicle, ATV, which crashed into the back of a pickup. Bessiner was apparently trying to get the teen to get off of the roadway and thought it would be a good idea to deploy his taser from one moving vehicle to another, ATV. Since Grimes died as a result of the officer's actions, it now seems the Michigan State Trooper may not have properly thought through all of the ramifications of his actions before deploying the deadly taser. Advertisement. Grimes' family is suing the Michigan State Police for $50 million. The family's lawyer, Jeffrey Fieger, refused to name the officer at the time of the press conference, was still waiting on confirmation, but said Bessiner conducted a drive-by shooting of the young teen. Fieger likened the officer's actions to that of a cowboy wildly out of control for deploying his taser through the window of his cop car. He said Bessiner's actions were out of line with departmental policy and lectured the department at the press conference, saying, "Under no circumstance should any police officer ever shoot like a cowboy out of his vehicle, out the window, and shoot the young man who's driving the vehicle." Bessiner has been in trouble before for the way he has deployed his taser on other members of the public. Seeming more like a tyrant than an officer of the peace, the Free Beacon described his two prior lawsuits involving his use of the department-issued taser. Bessiner has been sued in the past for using excessive force. Since 2013, two different civil lawsuits, both involving tasers, have been filed against the 43-year-old for excessive force. The first, which was filed in 2013 in U.S. District Court in Detroit and settled a year later, alleges that Bessiner repeatedly struck and gratuitously kneed an unarmed plaintiff, who was never charged with a crime. The second case, filed in Wayne County Circuit Court in 2015, alleges that Bessiner tossed the plaintiff on multiple and continuous occasions with the specific intent of inflicting pain, including after the plaintiff was in handcuffs. Flanked by Damon's mom and dad, Fieger said the person solely responsible for the young teen's death is the trooper. The family's lawyer described the federal civil rights lawsuit under the Section 1983 of the Civil Rights Act and accuses the officer of gross negligence under Michigan law. Read more. After not being charged for stalking on duty, ex-cop murders multiple women, kept bodies in fridge. The attorney indicated the cause of death is still unknown as a second autopsy is still being conducted. Absolutely mind-boggling stupid is how Fieger characterized the drive-by shooting of a child on an ATV, shooting him with a taser. Damon's sister Desanique Grimes described her late brother as an awesome kid, a gentleman, a sweetheart, a lovely young man. She said, "He was getting good grades, he wasn't out here doing anything wrong, but what all teenagers have been doing lately, riding those two-wheelers or four-wheelers. It's not fair, he's only 15 and now his life is gone over a bike." Grimes died last Saturday, August 26, after Bessiner attempted to get the boy to direct his ATV off of the roadway. At the time of their son's death, the family believed the officer involved in the incident actually rammed their son with his cruiser, sending the ATV careening into the back of the pickup truck. Now, After presumably examining the police report, they now know Bessener killed their son by deploying his taser from one moving vehicle to their child, who was alive and well until his run-in with police.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America, you know. But at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, what we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, it's, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there, is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.